I worked with Miss Mangin, his mom, and I knew his dad a little bit. It's kind of a family business for him. He's born and bred to do this job.
I'm anxious to cuff an inmate for the first time due to the fact that I almost failed that part of the academy. It almost made me lose my chance of being a CO.
All right, Mangin, go ahead and show me this beard, trying to cuff him.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Bend at the waist. Grab a chicken wing. Grab it. Just time to grab it. Oh, chill out, dude. You ready? Gotta put them on or no?
Show me again.
Okay. Turn it this way.
What side are you supposed to cuff from?
Huh?
What side are you supposed to cuff from?
The left side.
Pinky side.
Pinky side. Oh.
Even though I just met Cohen, he'll be my brother to the death.
So just always remember, cuffs towards you.
Ooh. All right. Hey, Silva, this is gonna be just a little bit uncomfortable, okay, buddy?
If I mess up, everybody's gonna know that I messed up.
Messing up on a cuff can get you or your brother and sisters killed.
After screwing up the cuffs yesterday, I want to come in today and perform my job the way that I was taught and the way I was born to do. After they served dinner, I guess a couple inmates trashed the pod. What the hell's all this shit?
They passed out styrofoam trays last night for dinner and decided they wanted to be lazy and not come pick them up. You leave that food sit overnight, that little box is our living space for years. So we crushed them down, threw them under the door. That's our way of saying, you back.
Thanks for telling me how to do my job, appreciate it. If that's what happened, those officers should have picked those trays up. Even though I wasn't responsible, I still cleaned up the mess. I hope the other officers see that I'm a team player and that I respect the brotherhood here. I just got word that an inmate has flooded his cell in level 6, ripped his blankets up and stuffed them in his toilet to where the whole bottom tier is flooded with water. He doesn't only upset us, he's upsetting the other inmates, obviously.
We have to suffer for everything that he's doing and stuff, and smelling the having the come in our house and stuff. If it's to achieve a goal that's in the best interest of everybody in the unit, that's one thing. But he's being a piece of
I decided to take the inmates out of their cells so they didn't have to sit in the flooded cell. Once we get this all cleaned up, we'll get them back in.
He came back like he was supposed to and got him out of the cells. Imagine he's a straight up CO, he's a good CO. He knows respect.
Doesn't get any better than this. This is probably the roughest housing unit. This pod has people that self-mutilate or use the restroom in their trays and throw it at you and stuff like that. You kind of have to talk to them like little kids. Hey, buddy, got some big hands, man. Should have been a boxer. A week he's cut himself on his neck, his arms.
Shanked one of the CERT team members in the neck. I still have that in the back of my mind. Sometimes you just can't hold it back. I was something to myself Sunday, morning gave me his word. He said, I'm gonna do this. Never happened.
He'll do it. He's not all there, and he's not just pretending to be crazy. Otero! You all right?
Otero has calmed down now due to him being on meds, but I'm sure this isn't the last that we'll hear from him.
Philip Latham joined the notorious S&M gang.
Philip Latham is pretty dangerous. He's assaulted staff. He has a history of that. He's unpredictable.
You got to not show that you're scared. You just got to walk in there like it hasn't changed.
When you walk around him, it makes you a little uneasy. He hasn't been out in a very long time.
Everybody should be more on their toes because it's getting more dangerous now.
Providing tier time for some of our most dangerous inmates, that resocialization places a huge burden on our corrections officers, especially our young ones.
How long have you been at the level 6?
The level 6 here? Just about 2 years, but I was in the level 6 in Las Lunas. I came out for a while for tier time in Las Lunas, but then I picked up a few assaults officers. That was it till now. It's been a long time.
It went really good for him being out for the first time ever. We sat down, talked to him, had a little conversation with him.
We just have to hope that, won't have no issues with him.
Advise on 15, it's in his best interest to go ahead and turn around and cuff up.
It's a high-risk situation, and a cell extraction could go extremely wrong real quick, depending on how well your staff is trained.
Not having a lot of experience doing that could get someone hurt. During my first cell extraction, I was a shield guy. I hit the inmate with the shield shattered, and it cut my forearm open. But the most important thing to me was making sure that all the officers got out of that cell extraction safe.
Hey, check your shields on your mask, too. Make sure everything's sealed.
ARAGONES, this your third and final directive to come near food for review restraint or chemical agents will be deployed. Turn this way, bro. Turn this way.
Having the extraction team present for any inmate, I think, makes them want to comply right away, because no matter what, they're going to lose. When you get pepper sprayed, in my opinion, it's one of the worst feelings.
Open it up. Fight through it. Fight through it. Fight through it. Come on, Bell! Hey! Stay on your knees so nobody tell you can stand up.
Most of the guys here, they just want to be able to walk out in handcuffs, and that's what we want here. Close the door. When you have an extraction, you have the inmate open up their mouth, go through their hairs, you got to look in their ears, every part of their body to where they could possibly have some type of contraband.
Hey! Swallow something!
As we went to put him in the strip cage, he put something in his mouth and tried to swallow it.
He's headed to medical. You swallow anything that's gonna hurt you? We're gonna let you off and we're gonna have medical examine you. Don't resist the officers. We're here to help you get stand up.
Every inmate that has an incident, you have to take them to be evaluated to make sure they're cleared by medical. They don't have to go to the hospital or something like that.
What did you swallow, man? What did you swallow?
Me, I feel like some Watson.
It's very key to find out what he swallowed because we have to make sure his safety and his well-being is taken care of.
Spit it out, let's do it.
Inmate ARAGONES said that he spit out whatever he had, but we haven't recovered it, so I can't believe him until the investigation's over with.
Whatever that. Sergeant Doors, I think he spit it on the strip case, sir.
I'm good, I'm good.
You don't know what he endured being in that cell. Yeah, he probably deserved it, but who knows what experiences he's had with COs.
We ask these young men and women to also invest themselves into people the rest of the world has the luxury of throwing away.
I'm gonna remember what he did, It's not my job to judge him, and that's how you have to think of it. Now he complied, he's in his cell. My dad, he was the STIU captain when he worked here, and that's what I want to do when time comes, climbing up in the ranks. Just another day at the level 6.
They're gonna take me seriously? I look like I'm 12 years old.
My biggest fear is not going home to my wife.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to go face your fear.
Put the weapon down!
That's what we do every day.